Hey everyone, Randy here. Today we are diving into a fascinating textual mystery inside the Dead Sea Scrolls. We are looking at a specific fragment from manuscript 4Q22. To begin our search, we turn to the official Leon Levy Dead Sea Scrolls digital library. This is a plate fragment 1005 from the manuscript known as 4Q22 or Paleo-Exodus M. I have highlighted our target area with a black square. It contains roughly 60 ancient words containing our passage, focusing on Exodus chapter 6 verses 26 through 29. In just this short passage, the name Egypt appears 5 distinct times. Let's break down how it looks in ancient script. Zooming in closer, the texture of the parchment and the strokes of the scribe become clear. Notice this manuscript isn't written in the standard square Hebrew script that you see today. It is written completely in Paleo-Hebrew, a much older script. We are going to zoom in specifically on Exodus chapter 6, verses 26 through 29. Because these scrolls suffered damage over thousands of years, pieces are missing. On this slide, the text in straight font represents words we can still read directly on the fragment. The text in italics shows the missing words we have reconstructed based on the World English Bible from traditional texts like the Samaritan Pentateuch. Now I've been studying this text and I've made a real interesting discovery. In just 4 verses, the word Egypt appears exactly 5 times. Verse 26 reads, "These are that Aaron and Moses to whom Yahweh said, Bring out the children of Israel from the land of Egypt according to their armies." Verse 27, "These are those who spoke to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to bring out the children of Israel from Egypt. These are that Moses and Aaron." Verse 28, "On the day when Yahweh spoke to Moses in the land of Egypt." Verse 29, "Yahweh said to Moses, I am Yahweh. Tell Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I tell you." I've placed a comparative chart displaying Paleo-Hebrew to English transliteration to modern Hebrew for each letter. Before we pinpoint the occurrences, this is what we are hunting for. The English name Egypt translates to Mitzrayim in Hebrew. In the Paleo-Hebrew script, it uses these 5 characters to read from right to left. Keep this shape profile in mind as we scan the leather. Spotting the Paleo-Hebrew letters representing Egypt within the first red square box. Here's our first occurrence of Egypt in the red box. This corresponds to verse 26, where Yahweh commands Moses and Aaron to bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. The ink is worn, but the structural strokes of the characters are still visible. I have placed a sketch with a white overlay on the original red box containing the Paleo-Hebrew letters. We can see the word closely now in the zoom view. This slide also highlights the second occurrence of the word Egypt on the fragment. The second occurrence of Egypt found in verse 27, referring to Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Moving forward, we apply the same sketch on the second occurrence of the word Egypt, containing the same Paleo-Hebrew letters. Meanwhile, the next red box indicates the third occurrence of Egypt, still within verse 27, to bring out the children of Israel from Egypt. We repeat this process, following the same pattern of visual isolation and handwritten sketching through the remaining occurrences of the word Egypt in Exodus. Tracing the word confirms that there is a spelling change, with one additional letter, the prefix letter mem, attached to Egypt the third time in the passage, changes the meaning Egypt in Hebrew to from Egypt. Tracing the word the fourth time, now in verse 28, which reads, "On the day when Yahweh spoke to Moses in the land of Egypt." Finally, we locate the fifth and final occurrence of Egypt in this brief section, highlighted here in verse 29. Verse 29, Yahweh said to Moses, "I am Yahweh. Tell Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I tell you." With all 5 overlays active, look at how these words are distributed across the fragment. Tracing the Paleo-Hebrew characters by hand lets us appreciate the ancient scribe's unique handwriting and consistency across the entire block of text. Now let's bridge the historic gap. I've replaced my handwritten Paleo-Hebrew sketches with modern Hebrew typography. This helps you see exactly how the ancient characters map directly onto the square Hebrew alphabet used in Bibles today. Here we have the text in English. This vertical sequence of the 5 instances of Egypt, comparing the exact screenshots of each of the 5 individual occurrences of Egypt from the 4Q22 fragment. I am concluding in this final slide with the visual of the Masoretic text. This shows the 5 occurrences of Egypt also from Exodus chapter 6, 26 through 29. In fact, the full text matches word for word with the Dead Sea Scroll 4Q22. Looking at these 16 slides, we can visually trace the evolution of the Hebrew alphabet by comparing the Paleo-Hebrew to modern Hebrew. It opens up a deeper layer of text studies. The 5-time repetition of Egypt in 4Q22 underscores the central theme of the Exodus story. Thank you for exploring this with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which Dead Sea Scroll fragment you want me to analyze next.